Good morning from Maryland. Yes, I'm back in the States. I'm not real happy about it either. It's cold here. And so I wish I was still in Cebu, but I'm not. So today I wanted to talk about how do you feel about so many foreigners dating Filipinas? Do you like that idea? Do you not like that idea? I know of course, a lot of the people here are in romantic relationships with Filipinos already. So, but that question did come up, and why choose a Filipina? And for you Filipinos, why choose a foreign guy? And anything else you might want to talk about, we can talk about. So, good morning. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Good morning. So, and tell me where you're at. I'm in Maryland, back in Maryland, my hometown. Had a wonderful trip. Good, Darlene. Is it Darlene or Darlene? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So yeah, I'm back here in good old Maryland where it's cold and I don't like it. And hey, Ken, good to see you. Lynn official vlog. Hello, my friend. Hello to you as well. Yeah. It's an interesting question, isn't it, Ken? I mean, I kind of here, Darlene. It's cold. It's sunny right now, but it's cold. So where are you? That is cool. But yeah. You're welcome, Lynn official blog. Lynn official vlog. I like that. I don't know if you guys saw that video about the guitar, Ferngully guitars. They had beautiful piece of wood on it. But this one, I think the top is spruce. I'm not sure what the back. But the back of that guitar was made out of wood from a mango tree. I didn't realize how pretty it was, and how good it sounded. It sounded really good. Yeah. So Ken says dating a Filipina comes from a variety of reasons, a number of reasons. What reasons? Which reasons do you think? And what do you think about it? I've always been curious about that. I personally think Filipinas in general are very beautiful ladies, and I've always been attracted to them. But Um, Thanks, Lynn. Adventure, different. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's definitely an adventure. It's a long trip, I can tell you that. It's a long trip. So I was up for on my way back because I normally get up fairly early in the morning anyway, and so I was up at like 5 a.m. on Saturday, last Saturday, and I was basically awake for 50 hours because my flight left that night at midnight and 30 minutes past midnight. And so, good morning, Troy. So I was awake the whole time. I mean, I got a few cat naps, if you will, on the airplane, slept for maybe half an hour or something like that. But otherwise, I was awake the whole time. And it was pretty much dead meat. But when I landed at 6 o'clock on Sunday night, Sunday evening, and came home, and within about an hour or two, I crashed. Then got up the next day and went to work. So um, it was a brutally long trip. So from Cebu to Incheon, from Incheon to Detroit, and then Detroit back here to Maryland. Ken says, personally burned out on the American woman culture. um, yeah, I suppose there are, uh, they're good and bad in every culture. So, it was great, Troy. Thank you. I had a blast. I really love Siargao. It's really mainly because there's such good fishing there, and I stayed with my friend Mark's place and went out fishing a couple of days, and then rented a scooter, and Mira and I hopped on the bike and rode around down to General Santos. I mean, not General Santos, General Luna, just to kind of see what the place was about. I'm not really into the surfing like a lot of people that go to Siargao or surfers. I prefer to fishing myself, but it was nice to check out. Understand, Mira got something in her eye, so we had to stop at a pharmacy and get some eye wash to get that out. But she's okay now. Yeah, yeah, it's hard, Ken. When you're there, and 3 weeks is it's nice to be there for 3 weeks, but it makes it even harder when we have to separate. But I'll be back. That's for sure. Because I like it there. I only got about less than 2 years to go before I can retire. So, I get confused about which pointing device I'm using here. Yeah, yeah, they have. Yeah, they talk a lot. I think on Facebook Messenger. So anyway, yeah, back here in Maryland. Then back to work. Not a lot going on at work. Well, it's not true. Actually, I just finished doing a quote for um, my customer in Mexico. They want to upgrade another area of their plant. So um, just finished working on that. And then we had our Christmas party, which is they have a big breakfast. Um, and everybody brings food in. So there's like a ton of food. And um, yeah, a lot to eat. Too much. But yeah, that's what's been going on. So back to the same old, if you will. Hey, there's Mira. Yeah, my I am Buntag here in Maryland. My Ayang Gabi in Philippines. Back over. Where are you, Lynn? I'm not sure where are you in the Philippines or are you here in the States? Or maybe somewhere else, OFW or whatever. I don't know, Troy. I got to evaluate my schedule. Troy asked when am I going back, and it depends on my work schedule. I would like to get back in April because there's that sport fishing tournament in Pilar in April that I would love to participate in that, but don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not. So it kind of depends on where I got to be for my job. Hey, baby. Hey, Arlene, how are you? So yeah, it all depends on what's going on with my job and stuff. When I can get break free, and get on over to the Philippines, back to Cebu. Definitely want to do some more fishing. I love doing that. And I tell you that we I caught three. We caught three. Mark and I went out fishing. We caught three mahi. So we gave one to the boat crew, and we took two back to the lodge and filleted those up and cooked those that night. Oh man, was this a mirror? I'll tell you. And then Sheila, who is Mark's girlfriend, she made soup with moringa and mahi. Oh man, that was good. It was good. I'm good, Arlene. Thank you. Yeah. Hey Gary, Gary asked about airline tickets, and I um I flew on Delta. It cost about $1,300 round trip. Um, it depends on where you're at in the U.S. I guess. If cost is if you want to get like the absolute cheapest price, I would recommend ASAP tickets, ASAP tickets. You can just look those up online. ASAP tickets. They're like a travel agency, and they search all the airlines for the best deals. But I fly on Delta a lot for my work, and so I have all my frequent flyer miles there. So I tend to stay with Delta. Delta's a partner with Korean Air, and so I fly Korean Air. So I'll fly a Delta flight from Baltimore to Detroit, and then Korean Air the rest of the way. Um, I've never taken Cebu Pacific, so I had a great time. Yeah, yeah, going to Manila 875. Yeah, and you can. I mean, I see ASAP tickets sometimes has deals advertised for $500. It just depends on um, where they're leaving from. I mean, if they're leaving from San Francisco or LA, then you get it's $500 from there. But then you got to get to there. You got to get if you live in the middle of the country or the East Coast like I do, you got to get to LA in order to catch that flight. So that adds to the cost. Yeah, we went to Bohol on my last trip. It was a lot of fun. Caught up with my kids. All right, baby, enjoy. I know you have a bad connection, huh? So that was a lot of fun. Got to see the Chocolate Hills and the Tarzan monkeys, and my kids wanted to do this dinner thing on the Lubbock River. That was really fun. That was really fun. Yeah, the long flight's going to be from you know Chicago. I think you have a lot of United Airlines there, but you're going to have the long flight over to uh, either like I flew to Incheon, I've flown to Tokyo, and I've flown to Hong Kong. They're all long flights and I did that from New York, so that was a real long flight, 13 hours, 14 hours, something like that. So you just want to get comfortable on that flight. It does take a little while. The one time I flew on Korean Air from New York to Incheon on an Airbus A380-800. It's a humongous plane. It's the biggest passenger plane I think in the world, and it was really comfortable. I mean, that thing just was a really good flight. Um, Usually, I end up on one of the smaller Airbus planes, and they're still usually comfortable. There's still usually room on there, and I'm a big guy, so it's nice to have some room because you're going to be stuck on that plane for 14 hours. It's going to be it's going to be a trip for sure. I think so. Darlene says Cebu Pacific. I've never taken Cebu Pacific, but I did fly once on Cathay Pacific, which I think is a Hong Kong based airline. Um, so I flew from Boston that time, from Boston to Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong to Cebu. Yes, ma'am. It is a real long flight. It is. It's brutal. Yeah, Detroit to Nagoya. Same for Incheon, about 13 and a half. Yeah. Yeah, they'll fly up over like the North Pole almost. Um, so you fly up over the north of Alaska, and then down through Russia and China uh, to land as probably the shortest distance because the airlines were all about fuel costs, right? So if they can keep that down, they're going to take the shortest distance they can take. Yeah, I actually managed to sleep a little bit this time, which is something rare for me. So if you're the kind of person that can sleep on a flight like that, you're in you're in good shape because you get plenty of time to do that. But for me, I'm just not the kind of person that can sleep on them. I may doze off for a little bit and catch a half hour cat nap or something like that, but I can't stay sleeping on it. I wish I could, because then I'd feel a lot better. Yeah, yeah, I was doing that too. Ken had a couple of glasses of wine and then nod out for a half an hour, something like that. But yeah, it's just tough. Hey, Edith, Merry Christmas to you too. Maayong Pasko. Yeah. All right, guys. Um, Gary asked which is better, getting married in the Philippines or here in the U.S. I don't know that any one of them is better than the other. I mean, getting married, you're getting married. Um, the From what I understand, using the fiance visa, the K-1 visa, um, will get your girlfriend to the U.S. faster. Um, or like what Vivian and I did, we got married in the Philippines, and then she did the CR1 visa, which is for a relative. Of course, by then she was my wife. Um, it takes a little more time, from what I understand. However, it is in the long run, it works out to be a little less expensive to do the CR1, to do the marriage in the Philippines, and then uh, immigrate. Um, Either way, you're going to get married, and um, so the K1, I believe, is faster. I've never done a K1, so I can't tell you for sure, but that's what I hear. That the K1 is a little faster, and the CR1 is now. The nice thing about the CR1 was when um, Vivian arrived here, she had she already had a social security card and a social security number. Um, green card, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it was all already done. It was all just done. Um, had all that prepped ahead of time with USCIS, I believe it is. So the K1, I believe you have 6 months. So once she arrives, you have 6 months in which to get married. If not, she has to go back. So yeah, yeah. So the 7 and 9, I took 10 months for the CR1 when I did it with Vivian, and that was back in 2016. So it was 3 years ago. Anyway, so I don't know that one is better than the other. I think it's just the things to consider: the amount of time it's going to take and the money it's going to cost. So yeah, hey Ken, I have never flown into Manila. To be honest with you, I've never been to Manila. Um, I just I go directly to Cebu because, like I said, Korean Airlines KAL, they have a flight directly from Incheon to Cebu. So it's a 4 hour flight from Incheon to Cebu, and I'm there. And even when I went on Cathay Pacific, that was directly from Hong Kong to Cebu. So um, I'm told that Manila is just, you know, a sea of humanity and a big traffic nightmare. But I've never been there, so I can't really speak to it. Yeah. Oh, 90 days. Okay, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. I know it was some restriction like that, but so Troy's saying on the K1 you have 90 days. I was thinking it was 6 months, but it's only three. But no, I mean, if your plan is to get married, then that probably doesn't make a lot of difference. So, yeah. So it was nice. Real nice trip. I enjoyed Bohol a lot too. Hey, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, that's true of a lot of airports, actually. Depends on what time you get there. But um, for me, because my destination is Cebu, I mean, that's where I'm going. And so um, why add another hop to it? You know, I'm flying from BWI to Detroit, Detroit to Incheon. Then why would I want to go to Manila and then Cebu? You know, might as well fly directly to Cebu, which is what I prefer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if your intention is to get married, then it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, Cebu is it's a nice place. It it's a city. I mean, Cebu City, where the airport's on Mactan Island, but it's still a city. So I that's why I really enjoy just getting out and going to Siargao and spending time there. And I enjoyed Bohol as well. Bohol was really nice. Took the ferry over to there, and I was going to visit some friends, Brian and Maricel and Terrence and Beth. And so we took the Ocean Jet has a new fast craft ferry. I don't know how long they've been operating this one, but it goes to Getafe instead of Tagbilaran, and so it would put us a lot closer to where my friends are. So we went directly to Getafe, and it was only took an hour on the ferry ride. So that was really nice to behold. So when we go to Siargao, we take a plane. That's on Cebu Pacific, Sebgo, just a short flight over to there. Well, this last time we went though, we couldn't land in Siargao because there was rain and thunderstorm going on there, and so we circled around, and ended up going back to Cebu, and then had to rebook on the next flight and then get over there. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, I like both the city and the province. So Cebu is a nice city because it's not as big, um, but there's a lot of people packed in there. It's it could be a funny place. Actually, we were down there by Carbon Market, just in the cab. I forget where we were going. Oh, well, we were going fishing with my kids, and we picked up Mira's son Michael. And I mean, there's a guy walking down the street naked. You know, he had some kind of like flowered wreath around his waist, and that was it. You know, and so you never know what you're going to see, and it's just a sea of humanity down there anyway. So, hey, Evelyn, hi, good to see you. Hey, Raquel, good to see you. How are things in Hong Kong, Raquel, or are you back in the Philippines now? Hey, Arlene, yeah, Davau's on my list. I'd like to visit there sometime. Hey, Liam, good to see you. Um, actually, General Santos, I understand, is a big tuna place, big tuna port. Yeah. But I was trying to figure out if there were any fishing charters going out of there. Yeah, you like that, Val, huh? Okay. Was it Maureen somewhere down in Mindanao? Oh, Arlene's from Davao. Okay. Yeah. Uh, so far, Siargao is kind of like my favorite place, but mainly because they have there what I like to do, fishing. I did go in the Cebu Strait with my kids. We didn't catch anything, but the kids were just the I bought them all fishing rods and tackle for their birthday presents, and so we went out fishing. Of course, they were busy getting everything tangled up and snagged, and so I didn't really do much fishing. I just spent my time putting new tackle on their lines after they broke them off or tangled them up or something like that. But it was fun. We had a good time. I got a little sunburn on my arm. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we've been at this for about half an hour now, so I think I'm going to log off and get my day going here in Maryland. So, God bless you all. Everyone, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Um, and I will see you later. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.